A fun and interesting thing about foiling is the amount of wind required to foil is less than the amount of wind required to take off. Because of that extra drag that you have when you're in displacement mode, you need a little more wind to break free of the water and get airborne up on the foils. Now, while that's fun, it could be frustrating when the wind is just not quite strong enough to take off. I've got a trick for you that might help. I found that when the wind is in that in between wind speed that it's not quite strong enough to take off, that I can do an S-turn barrelway to break free of the water, get airborne, and then find that power pocket and foil away. If you haven't yet learned the technique for doing a flat takeoff, I strongly encourage you to learn that first, because the muscle memory required in controlling the boat is that's where you're going to learn it, and you absolutely need to be able to do that to pull off this S-turn maneuver. How you do it? Essentially, I allow the windward hull to become airborne. Now, to me, the way I think about this is essentially what I'm doing is I'm building up some potential energy. And unlike in a traditional dinghy where you can hike that windward hull back down and generate some speed, that's not going to work here. But what you can do to capture that potential energy and translate it into kinetic energy is do a very gradual barrelway. Now, when you do that, that hull is going to gradually start lowering back down to the water, but it's going to come with some extra velocity. Now, that extra velocity is just the velocity you're looking for to get airborne where you previously weren't able to get it. So you'll see that when the boat comes back down to the water, there's going to be some acceleration, and now I'm back in that flat angle of bank, but I've got speed where I used to not have it. And maybe with a little lean back of my torso, I can ooch that boat out of the water, break free of the drag, start building acceleration, and start looking for that power pocket where I can get into self-generating speed and self-generating that apparent wind. So again, it's just letting the windward hull come up about 12 inches, 6 to 12 inches, very gradual barrelway, let the hull come back down, accelerate, a little lean aft with the torso, let that boat come up level, rock it to windward, find the power pocket, and foil away.